And look how he's fooled everybody. He's convinced all these people. He's such a sick man. He's so
Less than 36 hours before they were found murdered, Rob and Michele Reiner weren't chasing glamour or applause. They sat in the dark, watching a story about mercy, about second chances, about a man the system had already decided was beyond saving. Lyrics from Lockdown wasn't entertainment, it was a warning. Because while the audience clapped for redemption on stage, a far more dangerous failure was unfolding off it. And by the time the lights came back on, it was already too late. What most people don't know is that Rob and Michele Reiner didn't just attend that performance as spectators, they came as family. Because over the past decade, they had forged an extraordinary bond with Williams, a connection so deep that their daughter, Romy Reiner, would later call him a big brother. They exchanged emails almost every day. They advocated for his freedom. They offered him a home if he ever got out. On December 12, 2025, Rob and Michele sat in that theater alongside Billy Crystal and his wife, Janice. They watched Williams' story unfold through spoken word and video. Michele was moved to tears. After the show, Rob spotted Williams' sister, Angela Grant Clayton, and embraced her warmly. The mood was electric. Williams' case was gaining traction. New evidence had discredited the ballistics testimony that helped convict him. Hope was in the air. Hours after that performance, at 8:26 p.m. Eastern Time on December 13th, Michele Reiner sent Nanon Williams an email. She gushed about how amazing the show was, how Billy Crystal was moved by it, how they couldn't wait to watch it with him someday. She signed it with love. Michele had no way of knowing that this would be her final message, that within hours, she and Rob would be gone, that Williams wouldn't receive her email until days later, long after he learned of their deaths through a news alert on his prison tablet. When Williams saw the headline, he was devastated. He immediately typed back to Michele, "Please tell me the news is lying." But his plea arrived into silence. The couple he described as an integral part of my life were already gone. And the son they raised in that same Brentwood home, Nick Reiner, had been charged with their murders. This is the story Hollywood doesn't want to tell. Not about scandal or whispered secrets, but about love pushed to its breaking point. A family that believed against all evidence that patience could heal anything, that honesty could save a son, that hope, if held tightly enough, might win. 9 years before that final night, Rob Reiner made a decision most powerful directors never would. He exposed his own family's pain. Being Charlie wasn't fiction, it was confession. Written by Nick Reiner alongside a fellow rehab patient, Matt Elisifan, the film mirrored Nick's life with unsettling precision: addiction, relapse, rage, and shame. 17 rehab stays by age 22, later 18, numbers that don't suggest recovery, only survival. During press interviews, Rob Reiner and Nick Reiner sat side by side, strained but unflinching. Rob called the film the most emotionally satisfying work of his career, then admitted it nearly tore them apart. Nick spoke with brutal clarity about addiction's ugliness, how it strips empathy, how it turns love into something corrosive. Rob revealed that dozens of young people Nick met in rehab were now dead, not statistics, names. By December 13th, 2025, the strain was visible. At a holiday party hosted by Conan O'Brien, meant to restore normalcy, Nick unraveled in plain sight. His behavior unsettled guests, including Bill Hader and Jane Fonda. Some saw confrontation, others denied it. What everyone sensed was danger. Rob Reiner and Michele Reiner didn't bring Nick Reiner to be seen. They brought him to protect him, because they always did, and because they never stopped believing love would be enough. According to the Daily Mail, some guests wanted to call the police. Conan O'Brien reportedly intervened, saying, "It's my house, my party. I'm not calling the police." Whether that decision haunts him now, we may never know. What is known is that by 4 a.m. the next morning, Nick Reiner checked into the Pierside Santa Monica Hotel. Staff would later discover a shower full of blood and bedsheets hanging over the window. Hours later, at 3:30 p.m. on December 14, Romy Reiner discovered her father's body in the master bedroom of the family's Brentwood home. Her roommate called 911. Michele was also found dead. Both had died from multiple sharp force injuries inflicted with a knife. The coroner determined they died within minutes of the attack. Nick Reiner was arrested that evening near the University of Southern California campus, 15 miles from his parents' home. He was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder with a special circumstance of multiple murders, carrying a possible sentence of life in prison without parole or the death penalty. Nick Reiner's story is more than a family tragedy. It's an indictment of a system that failed him at every turn. He entered rehab at just 15 for heroin and cocaine addiction. By 22, he'd cycled through 18 treatment programs, each promising recovery and delivering relapse. On the Dopey podcast, Nick admitted he despised rehab, sometimes preferring homelessness to its rigid control. Experts later pointed to a deeper failure. Dr. Jeffrey Lieberman, former president of the American Psychiatric Association, noted that aftercare is often dangerously inadequate, creating a revolving door of treatment and release. Beneath the addiction, schizophrenia went untreated for years, masked by substance abuse and worsened by medication changes shortly before the murders. As Nick spiraled, Rob and Michele Reiner sought purpose elsewhere, forming a bond with Nanon Williams, a former death row inmate whose life, like Nick's, was shaped by systems that arrived too late and healed too little. Williams maintained his innocence, and in 2024, the Texas Forensic Science Commission released a report indicating that the ballistics testimony used in his conviction was incorrect. Rob and Michele wrote impassioned letters defending his character. They spoke to him about family, trauma, and survival. Michele became a mother figure, asking if he was sleeping and eating. Williams told NBC News, "Michele was my heart." Their final act of love was attending that December 12th performance of Lyrics from Lockdown. Michele's email to Williams afterwards captured her joy. "The show last night was amazing. We all said that we can't wait to watch it with you." In the days after the murders, Hollywood's response was swift and sanitized. Tributes poured in. Albert Brooks, Billy Crystal, Larry David, Martin Short, Barry Levinson, Mark Shaman, and Alan Zweibel released a joint statement honoring Rob's legacy. Jane Fonda wrote, "I saw them night before last looking healthy and happy. I am reeling with grief." Michelle Obama revealed she and Barack Obama were supposed to see Rob and Michele the day they were found dead. But beneath the tributes lies an uncomfortable truth. Many people knew Nick was struggling. Guests at Conan's party saw it. Family friends felt it. Yet no one intervened in a way that mattered. The entertainment industry, so skilled at polishing images and protecting reputations, failed to protect one of its own when it counted most. Rob and Michele Reiner gave everything to everyone. They fought for a death row inmate's freedom. They made a film to understand their son's addiction. They never stopped hoping, never stopped loving, never gave up. And in the end, that unconditional love couldn't save them from the tragedy unfolding inside their own home. This wasn't a Hollywood ending, it was a human one. Remember the names: Rob Reiner, Michele Reiner, Nick Reiner, Jake Reiner, Romy Reiner, and Nanon Williams. Their story forces us to confront how love, illness, and broken systems collide with irreversible consequences. If this story moved you, like this video, share it to keep the conversation alive, and subscribe for documentaries that choose truth over spectacle, because silence is the one ending we can still prevent. Thanks for watching.